All right, hello, welcome to the last little tidbit of your Introduction to Fermented Foods class. I just wanted to go through some final notes and reminders and then probably just some final comments as we wrap up this crazy end of semester, and crazy it has certainly been. So you'll notice that your week 16 learning module has floated to the top of your learning module tab there. Remember, it was kind of down at the bottom because I didn't want to create any confusion, but that week 16 learning module is extra credit. So you will find this like list of things, right, that you can go through. There's a really fun video of Brad. I really like the part one where he actually helps harvest the cacao, and then that process of actually breaking open the pods, harvesting the beans, and then the fermentation process that happens after that. So I think it's really interesting. And then you'll notice there's just some other things that follow along the lines of what we've been doing throughout the entire semester. So information related to the actual chemistry of it, the nutritional aspects, the microbial components, and then we come down to what I think is one of the probably the biggest sensations of chocolate is those sensory components. And so there is this really great, looks like a color wheel that really walks you through some of those sensory components related to various types of chocolates. And then I always, as you know, wrap up with a little Idaho contribution piece, because I do think it's really critical to support our local businesses, especially given what we're going through right now. So you will notice that that week 16 discussion board is up. It's been up for a while, and you do have some questions centered around the science of chocolate. That is a pretty big discussion board, kind of like they always are. And I removed the quiz, so this is 20 points worth of extra credit. As of today, there's only 2 of you that have posted in here. And in order to get the full amount of extra credit, you need to post your initial post, and then hopefully there will be one more in there before the end of the semester so that you can get those responses into your peers. The end of the semester, everything ends this Saturday, May 16th. Hooray. So it's an extended semester, but we're finally done, which I'm grateful for. So the only thing that you have left is this extra credit assignment should you choose to go through that. If you choose to not go through that, that's totally fine. Grades are pretty much finalized. I'm working through the final few signature assignments that were submitted this week. The other thing that you want to make sure you complete is your final exit ticket. So your exit ticket will be posted today with this video, and your final survey with the fermented meat signature assignment presentation that Wendy and Peter did. And I do have to say, they did a really stellar job with their presentation. So take some time to watch it. There's a lot of really interesting stuff in there. So exit ticket, extra credit if you decide to do that. Make sure everything is submitted by this Saturday. You have a little extra time on your exit ticket if you need it. I'm going to go through and finalize all of my grades by Monday. And then on Monday, you'll see what your final grade is for this class. And then I will submit that final grade to the registrar's office by Thursday. And then you'll be able to view that final letter grade in your My CWI under your unofficial transcript. So those are the few little things as we wrap up the semester that you should keep an eye out. Remember, this semester you do have the option to change your letter grade to a pass, no pass. And I've tried to talk to some of you about the logistics around that and whether or not it's really necessary. I've been telling students if you have an A, B, or C in the class, you should probably keep that letter grade. It's not an A is definitely awesome on your GPA, a B is pretty good, a C is average. If you have a D or an F, though, you may consider changing that D or F to a no pass, because that no pass doesn't impact your GPA like the D or F will. So you will have the opportunity to make that determination. You do have to initiate that process with the registrar, and you only have a week to do it after your final grade is posted. So you do want to make sure that you take care of that. So those are all of the things that are on my mind in terms of little checklist items as we wrap up this semester. the last thing that I just want to say is thank you so much. This has been a crazy, crazy semester. I enjoyed starting out this semester with all of you, getting to know your names, your faces, getting to participate in some of the industry tours that we had scheduled. Unfortunately, the virus threw us a curveball, and having to wrap up this way feels a little bit weird, feels a little bit anticlimactic, I guess, because we would have been touring the chocolate place today. And instead I'm sending you a video saying goodbye and wrapping up the semester online, which is kind of crazy. So I hope to see you around. I always tell students, if you see me, say hi, don't be afraid. If you're interested in getting involved in the campus garden, I'd love to have you. If you're interested in other agriculture courses, please let me know. I hope that this has been a great Gem 4 science course for you to complete that doesn't have a lab, and that you've learned something about the fermentation process, why fermented foods are good for us, and fingers crossed, maybe some of you were walking away thinking, I could totally lacto-ferment some vegetables, or maybe I should get a SCOBY and start making some kombucha. Or when I go shopping, maybe I'll buy that dark chocolate, or maybe I'll buy some cabbage or grow some cabbage in the garden and make myself some sauerkraut. So that's always kind of my hope, is that this gives you a little fire, a little fuel to get started in the fermentation process, and maybe just start with something small. So again, it's been a pleasure to have you all. I'm so sorry that this is the way this is ending, but I hope you all have a wonderful summer break if you're taking a summer break. If you're registered for fall classes, maybe we'll see you in the fall. And if you're not coming back, I totally understand that too. So best of luck in all of your future endeavors, and hopefully, maybe I will see you around.